Welcome to Cars in Korea. I introduce newly released Genesis, Hyundai, and Kia cars. I got my N Gears On and Club of Korea, and this car right here is the newly released cyber gray color on Veloster N. So this color actually replaces the Lake Silver. Only Hyundai would have the answer to this, but most likely they are reducing and getting rid of the color that's not famous or popular, not as sold. The cyber gray we have, it actually delivers a lot of strong message. This color has been implemented throughout a lot of Hyundai lines, be it Elantra, be it Sonata, be it Kona. Variety of colors and differentiations of gray color lately. This seems to be the trend nowadays. That is not only the case here in Korea, but worldwide. I've been wanting to show you this color ever since it was dropped, but then, you know, I had a bit of a trouble looking for and asking a favor. But again, my friend has offered me this chance to get this on the camera. It's him right there. Big shout out to him one more time. And you have to see this car in person. Bring this car out in the sunlight like now. You can see the gray, the most gray out of this car, but bring it under fluorescent lights, or maybe the underground, or maybe at sunset, sunrise, so on and so on. This car brings out a variety of gray color out of this one color. And looking up close, like the color paint job, Veloster, and they all come in two different two-toned colors other than the black one I have. So the two-toned with the red accents on the rear diffusers, which is connected and carried out throughout the car all around, be it the side skirts, be it the front lip, and so on and so on. And one of the biggest reasons why I am meeting up with him today is because actually we are testing out today which aftermarket wheels will actually fit with this crazy big performance and brakes, being the 4 pistons when we're talking about the 18-inch wheels. Without further ado, we're actually going out to the garage, and they deal with Oz Racing wheels. Yes, the one that's from the Italy, and we have a couple of wheels that we'll be trying out today. Fingers crossed, hopefully one of them fit. That there are only 2 wheels that would actually clear this 4-piston. One of them being the Race ZE40, and another one being Crosspeed CR5. They are 5-spoke wheels, just the traditional 5-spoke wheels, but they clear easy. And same goes for the ZE40 as well. We only have 2 choices available thus far for the 4 pistons, but hopefully after today's video we'll be able to add another extra list on that. Can I open the door? Thank you. He keeps his car clean. Oh my god, this is how you're supposed to keep your car. Loving the N-Light seats, and so on and so on. And if you are debating for the color, I urge you to see this color in person before you make a decision on a car. And well, honestly, you know, for the Veloster N being, you know, it's a performance blue, that's the color you want for Veloster, but I just couldn't go with it because should I ever get a livery or a decal or a wrap or anything like that for that matter, that performance blue is pain in the butt to come up with a matching color or the color theme overall. So that's why I got my car in black, if you're wondering. So these are the 3 sets of Oz wheels we're going to test out today. Wonder which one will clear the big brakes, the 4-piston brakes on Veloster and performance brakes. I have very high hopes for this one right here. Looking at the shapes of the spokes sticking out, unlikely it's going to touch up on the spokes. But as for the other wheels, especially these 2, well, that just popped out on its own. As for these 2, we'll have to see about them. And that's the Cyber Gray. Oh, damn, the first one clears. It has a lot of space actually. 아니다. 여기. 일단 지금 거의
갈아내야 되겠다.
아, 이것도 다요?
네. 이것도 저 허브링 좀 빼.
So this right here is where we're having all the difficulties. It's rubbing somewhere here. So this big ass 4 piston, I mean it's looking like a 6 piston, and that's where that's rubbing.
허브링을 장착하고.
So that's even a no for the Oz Superleggera. Unfortunately, the best-selling wheel of the Oz, she didn't make it. She didn't make it. None of them actually made it. But by far, this one has a bit of a more room versus, I mean, they were all touching. And the problem is not necessarily this top part right here, but we just found out that it's actually what's below right here. Instead of a round off top like this, the bottom portion, as you can see, there's a little bit of a hump right there. It's not rounded as we can see. So that's what's causing a bit of a problem. Those Oz did not make it. And out of all these wheels they have here, unlikely.
아예 안 들어가요.
As for the specs on these wheels, it's all 8.0 J with plus 45 for the offset. So this is a Hyper GT HLT, Oz Indy HLT, and this one is actually quite lit, you know, because it comes as for the wheel cap, it's like center lock style or kind of thing, where you cover up all the 5 holes. All beautiful wheels, but it's a shame our Veloster N has a big ass caliper for the 4 piston. It just wouldn't fit. So you have to sacrifice a little bit of a scraping on the top and bottom, mostly the bottom. So just so you know. And thus far, throughout the Veloster N owners in Korea, we have found out that there are 2 wheels, which are the ZE40 from the race, CR5. And yeah, so without further ado, a big shout out to the Oz and Kyoik right there. I'll leave him his channel below. Go check him out. Yeah, that would be it.